a video on clarifying some pomegranate liqueur that I made. It's kind of the remnants. So after I made the pomegranate liqueur, I strained out the pomegranate seeds, and then I kept the clear liquid and kind of had that as pomegranate liqueur. It was very nice. And then I just, out of interest, I pureed the seeds, and then kind of the liquid got out of those. I tried to see if it would clear over time. It was kind of quite murky. Didn't want to add it to the pomegranate. It's not that it didn't taste nice, it's just a bit cloudy. It's just a bit cloudy. And I kind of thought over time that it would separate and become less cloudy. And it has. And I suppose if we wait even longer, it will become even more cloudy. But I remembered something, and it was about clarifying wines and things. And it was to basically take some egg shells and to dry them out in the oven and then puree them well, I've used the spice blender, puree them into a powder, and then we can use that powder to hopefully clarify the stock. Yeah, not the stocks, the pomegranate liqueur. It's kind of what you do with wines as well. Anyway, I think so. There's a little bit of sediment in the bottom, so we'll pour off. I'm going to do them all. I'm going to do the both, but hopefully be able to see the sediment in the bottom, and then we'll be able to get an idea of, because it's an experiment and I'm not bothered if I waste this. It's just an instant, you can just see the sediment down the bottom, so it is clearing, but because I'm not bothered about wasting this, we can actually use this as an experiment, and if it affects the taste, then we know that we don't need to, that it's not worth doing. So I don't want to take that further down further, but you can see it's a lot cloudier. So what do we reckon? I reckon teaspoon. That'd be about a heaped teaspoon, wouldn't it? Heaped teaspoon of crushed eggshells, and then give it give it a shake up, and then we'll see what happens. And it might just clarify that and take all the sediment with it as well. But anyway, so we'll leave that and we'll see how it turns out. It's not magically instantly happened, but we'll let it settle for how overnight, next day, 2 days, 3 days, and we'll see how it turns out. So, does it look any clearer? And I'm going to have to say no. So I think we've got a little bit of sediment at the bottom, well, just above the eggshell. I think we've got a little bit of sediment, but it's not really clarified that redundant pomegranate liqueur. So that's kind of a failure, but I'm ever curious. So that's something I might kind of revisit in the future, about clarifying things like that with eggshells. We should taste it, shouldn't we? We should taste it. Let me look now, because I've been out. And we need a sense of smell for taste as well. So it's got some floaty bits of eggshell in. I'm not going to catch anything, it's not going to poison me. It doesn't taste eggy. No, it doesn't taste eggy or anything like that, so it's not going to affect the flavour too much. But it didn't work. Doesn't matter. We'll have a think, and we might change. I might have another go at some point, or if I remember how to. Well, remember to do a bit of research before I just have a go at things. Probably not. So, didn't work, doesn't matter. We learn as much from failures as we do from successes. If more so, actually. I would have thought we learned more from failures. But there we go.